Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Khan, also known as Jedi Jester, and today we are going to talk about a very important issue right after the Team of the Season event. In the recent weeks, I realized that a bunch of the opponents have started the matches with pressure on. This is not a typical constant pressure though. It is either pressure on heavy touch or pressure after possession loss. They try to force you to make a mistake by using those two particular tactics with the help of the AI defensive pressure, since this is really strong. One big advantage over the constant pressure is that they won't drain your stamina and you will be able to play those two pressure tactics throughout the game, since most of the players have 95 plus stamina with the Team of the Season event. I think this kills the nature of the game for a player who is not used to play against pressure 90 minutes long. So I will be showing you what to do and what not to do when you face such players in your future games. Let's start with the mistakes players most do while facing pressure. Once your opposition applies pressure, their players will approach you from multiple angles aggressively. It is really important that you don't panic and see exactly which one of your players is available on the ground. Instead of passing to a free player, sometimes users tend to pass the ball to the player who is in the pressure zone. This could most likely create an unpleasant situation, and if you panic, you will lose the ball very easily, which could start a potentially dangerous counter for the opponent. As long as you can put your player's body between the ball and the pressuring opposition, you are one step ahead of him. Analyzing the pressure angle and getting away from it is the key. However, sometimes out of excitement, players tend to turn to a direction while holding on to the sprint button in which the opposition has a player. Facing the opponent just like this while you are not in full control of the ball is going to help the opposition. In some situations, passing the ball forward is useful. However, passing the ball without looking at the incoming defender isn't smart. You don't need to pass the ball instantly if you're not 100% sure that the pass will go through. Holding onto the ball for a short moment and looking at the movement of the defenders is going to be a decider for you. Last but not least, sometimes we do make things harder for ourselves instead of the opponent. We are mostly focused more on the complex stuff instead of executing simple mechanics. These sometimes trigger a chain reaction and create frustration. We are going to move on to the part where we talk about what must be done while facing pressure, but before doing that, I just want to remind you that you should definitely take a look at our Guide Plus application, which you can download for free if you're looking forward to improve yourself in FIFA. In the Guide Plus, you can find in-depth tutorials, structured courses, and interactive quizzes on the topics you mostly struggle with. In our most recent course, we have gathered all of our lessons, which are the core elements of the current FIFA meta. This course will get refreshed weekly to ensure that you stay ahead of the curve and reach your full potential. The course itself and the lessons in it are completely for free so that you can have a good feeling of what to expect from our platform and test it out for yourself. If you're interested, make sure you check the link down in the description and make sure to download the Guide Plus and see what the next level learning experience offers by yourself. Since most of the players are going to rush towards your current location, it is very easy to beat this pressure with a long ball, preferably away from the ball side. Cover the ball first away from the defender, make sure that the opposition is pressing at you, find a supporting player who is in the back, that might also be your keeper if no one else is available, and once the ball is traveling, take a look at the other side using the radar on your screen. The wingback or the winger on the other side will be completely open if your opponent is sending his player towards your current location. You could also switch sides step by step with short passes. Once you consistently play the ball from right to left and then left to right, the balance of the opposition will be broken and it will be easier to get past them since the AI players consistently press from one side to the other. With this, you will mostly have the other side wide open and target the player on that side to become dangerous. Running into the open space is another helpful tool. By applying pressure, your opponent covers both the current dribbler and the potential pass receivers. Their intention is to let you panic and pass the ball to one of these receivers. Since the AI covers the passing lanes, it will be really hard to get the ball to these players. However, since it will be more focused on the players, they will leave some gaps open. It is important to run into these gaps and create other passing angles. Running into the space while going forward also gives you the momentum, while other defenders are pressing at certain players. If you can manage to run and create the passing angle forward, it will be easier to get in behind the defensive line. You can combine both these mechanics to be able to get rid of heavy pressure. First, Turn your back against the pressuring player, take a look at the other defenders who are coming at you, and explore the space in front of you by running into it. This will give you some breathing room and will lure the players towards that direction. After that, you can turn around and switch sides to get yourself into the open. It is also important to use the L1 and R1 buttons to be able to control the runs of the players who are under pressure. Since your players are getting pressured, calling one of them towards your current dribbler might as well help you getting the ball out of your feet. Pointing out the player you want with the left analog stick and tapping the R1 button will make him run towards you, and this can create an opportunity to pass followed by another new angle to play to. Using L1 is also important since you can make your players run in behind the defensive line. Especially when you use L1 to perform a 1-2 pass, you can beat the defender fairly easily and go for a counter-attack. It is also important to make the extra pass to another player until the first player completes his run after initiating the 1-2 pass. You can combine L1 and R1 plays all around the pitch. Here, under pressure, I send the ball towards my wingback, however my winger is running towards forward. By tapping R1, I cancel his run and make him come towards me and send the ball. The defender is still pressuring him, so I send a 1-2 pass towards the center and find the extra player forward who will then get the ball to the winger once he completes his run. That way I beat the defensive pressure and score an easy goal. And finally, sometimes we need to be extra confident and brave so that we can do what the opponent doesn't expect. Instead of turning back from the pressure, doing a skill move down the touchline will surprise the opponent. This is a sort of gambling, but mostly it pays off for the ones who can read the opponent's mind. So that's it for today's video. We hope you guys can learn from this and find it easier to play against pressure in the near future. Before we finish the video, we would like to ask you if you think it is fair that the AI helps too much to the players defensively, or should it be completely manual? Let us know what you think about it in the comment section below. If you don't want to miss any of our upcoming content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Talk to you on the next one. Take care and peace.